What's happening, traders and investors? It's Rod with Power Group. Welcome back in the Pursuit of Wealth. It is Thursday, October 7th, and in this short video, we're just going to do a quick update on Tilray's revenue. So for Q1, their revenue increases, their MJ revenue increased 38% to 70 million. They actually missed on the revenue estimates and the EPS estimate. Not by much, but still a miss nonetheless. So we'll look at that here in just a moment. But before we jump into the article and the chart, make sure to smash the like and subscribe to the channel. So MJ investors are looking to Tilray to help the sector, as it's just been an absolute free fall since February earlier this year. So we're not seeing any signs of this turning the ship around after missing both those estimates. So we'll just run through this really quickly here. So we'll look at the financial highlights. Net revenue increased 43% to 168 million during the first quarter from 117 million in the prior year quarter. The increase was driven by 38% growth in net MJ revenue to 70 million, net beverage alcohol revenue of 15 million following the Sweetwater acquisition of November 25th, 2020, and wellness revenue of 15 million from Manitoba Harvest. Maintained number one market share in Canada with leading portfolio of comprehensive medical, MJ, and adult use brands, including top position in cannabis flower and pre-rolls. 5 Tilray brands rank in the top 5 across all adult use product categories. International market leader and number 1 in Germany with medical MJ extracts. Net loss of 34.6 million during the first quarter compared to a net loss of 21.7 million in the prior year quarter. And adjusted EBITDA of 12.7 million in the first quarter of 2022. 58% growth compared to the prior year quarter, and a 10th consecutive quarter of positive adjusted EBITDA. If adjusted EBITDA were normalized for a free as production cost, metric would have been closer to 17 million. So good to see that. Gross profit increased 46% to 51 million from 35 million in the prior year quarter, and adjusted gross margin of MJ segment has remained strong at 43%. Nice to see that strong margin there as well. Cost saving synergies of 55 million achieved on a run rate basis to date, with actual cost savings close to 20 million, on track for at least 80 million in cost savings from Aphria Tilray business combination synergies. So we'll move on. You can check out this whole article. It is pretty lengthy. Did want to just highlight that we do have a conference call to review the results with the company at 8:30 a.m. So that was at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, which is taking place right now. So obviously not on that call. But I wanted to get a video out here real quick for you folks. And like I said, we were expecting a little bit better in terms of the analyst forecast. We were expecting 174 million in terms of revenue and negative 0.06. So we came in with a slight miss on both of those rather. And you can see here we shot up to 1109 pre-market, but we're back down. We're still up over 1% here pre-market, but not really much to see here. It's still extremely bearish on the chart. We're in a daily downtrend, weekly downtrend, and we've been rejecting at EMA 12. So on the weekly time frame, you can see here, we got above it here back in the beginning of June. So the first week of June, we attempted to break out, but we continued to reject at those EMAs. So ever since we lost EMA 12, it has been rejecting the price. And you can see here that level is that yellow line sitting at 1288. So what we want to see is a weekly candle close above that. We want to see a daily uptrend confirm, and we want to see a weekly uptrend confirm. But right now, we're still extremely bearish, and we held that $10 psychological level on this pullback. So in my opinion, that is going to be very strong support. And if you're looking at a long-term entry, this isn't financial advice, this is for entertainment purposes only, but I'm extremely bullish on Tilray for the long term, and buying it anywhere around these levels I think will be a steal when we look, a year or 3 to 5 years out. I do think that Tilray is going to be one of the major players in the MJ space. But we do have a lot of resistance around that $12 to $13 area. We have the 10-week moving average there at 1257, and this looks pretty similar to most MJ charts at the moment, especially comparing it to other LPs. We did have a stochastic bull cross, but didn't see much follow through. MACD set to potentially curl here as well and see a bull cross, but still some work to do in terms of the 10-week moving average. But want to see a weekly candle close back above that 10-week moving average, which again has been rejecting the price. You can see here, again, at the beginning part of June, we attempted to close above it. We did, and then it ended up being a bit of a bull trap. We had the stochastic flip bullish, but the MACD never actually gave us that final signal, and that would have been the go signal, but we didn't get that third confirmation. So now what we want to see is a weekly candle close above that 10-week moving average and a bull cross of those macro indicators on the weekly time frame. Also, we have the 100 weekly moving average sitting at 1314. So like I said, that $12 to $13 area is going to be a strong point of resistance in my opinion. We also have the 50-day moving average sitting there at 1297. And we also had a death cross back here on August 10th. So second week of August, if you would have exited just on that signal alone, basically we were sitting at about $14.60 when that signal crossed, and that would have saved yourself about $4 worth of downside just on that signal alone. But like I said, we're still extremely bearish at the moment. Bulls still got a lot of proving to do. And like I said, until we can confirm daily uptrends and weekly uptrends, there's really not much to see here. And personally, I do think that a lot of attention right now is on tech, big tech, and crypto. And I do think that MJ is going to have the biggest run in its absolutely the biggest run in its history, but it's probably not going to happen, in my opinion, until crypto is done and out of the spotlight. And I do think that crypto is nearing a blow off top. So we could see that start to subside, the interest in crypto. And if that were to occur into the end of the year here, I do think that 2022 could be an absolute explosive year for the MJ space. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me on that subject, and whether or not you think that the earnings were bullish. What was your favorite part of the earnings report? And thanks again for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll check back with you a little bit later on. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.